podcast listeners. This is the Pic-a-Flic podcast, where we, or mainly I, the Western Wonder, covers film and TV the best way I know how. On the docket for this episode, we have a new movie from the streaming service that a certain company whose name starts with the letter P can't stop bending over on all fours to try and purchase. That would be Netflix, my friends. The latest feature stars two actors that have been one of the longest enduring friendships in the biz. Once again, they team up for a movie that you don't have to worry about checking out in theaters, but in the comfort of your own home. Let's take a look at their latest joint, The Rip.
From the outside looking in, it seems simple. Seize the cash, count it, and turn it in.
My PD.
On the inside, it's different.
We had a Crime Stopper tip come in on this address.
Shit. There's $1.4 million in this bucket. I bought 14 more of those things. That's a $20 million rip. You gotta be smart right now. You gotta move this money, man.
Stay off the radios, no call outs.
What would you do with this? Just this. Everything.
Loosely based on real-life events, the story follows a group of police officers who discover a stash of dirty money with a net worth of roughly $20 million. What starts out as a regular visit turns into a test over who can be trusted and who can't be as it forms between the group. Of course, while the story is based on real-life events, the action aspect of it is very exaggerated. I mean, come on. Could you expect a regular telling of an event that's a bit more boring in nature? And that is evident when you take a look at the ingredients here. Dirty cops doing dirty work? Check. High-speed chase scenes and shootouts? Double check. All in all, this film has all the ingredients of an archetypal dad film, but in a streamer form. And while such a film can be forgettable or nothing new, what stands out, something that really rips, if you will, is the chemistry between its two leads. Matt Fleck, if you will. There's a lot of tension between these two characters that builds up as the story goes along. Damon's character, the lieutenant, has personal ties with the recently murdered police captain, which makes or breaks this mission. Affleck's character tries reasoning with him, but the duo's alliance is challenged when the stash total is deliberately kept vague and inconsistent. The way these two characters and their personalities and goals clash makes this all the more gravitating up to the finale, which surprisingly ends on a relatively wholesome note. A nice change from the traditional crime thriller that ends with something very dark or sad. The supporting cast here is also stacked. Stephen Yeun and newly minted Oscar nominee Teyana Taylor play detectives in the group, while Chandler shows up as a shady DEA agent, Scott Adkins plays Affleck's character's brother, an FBI agent, and Sasha Calle plays the justifiably angry woman who lives in the house where The Rip takes place. All of these players do the best they can with what they got within this flip-floppy storyline, as they are given rather minimal things to do in certain scenes. Despite the script from Joe Carnahan flying on and off, his directing style is rather slick and immersive for the thriller medium, as the filmmaker has found acclaim with past titles such as Narc and Smokin' Aces. The shift from a slow-paced, suspenseful thriller to balls-to-the-wall shootouts makes for some fun here. There is a solid balance of both elements, and needless to say, I was pretty hooked in from start to finish. Of the two, the suspense has the most substance. And as mentioned, it is a challenge of who to trust and who not to trust, and that's just a testament to how well acted those scenes are. Yeah, it's nothing new under the surface, but if you want something to just chill out on and watch, I give this a recommendation for you. And on the Pic-a-Flic rating scale, The Rip gets a ripping 3 out of 5 popcorn buckets. Maybe too generous a rating in retrospect since we have a lot more months of new movies to go through in this new year, but it'll stick for now. It's on Netflix forever unless dinosaurs and aliens take over the world, which I wouldn't be against at this point. So stick it in your watch list of star-studded crime thrillers or your bread and butter. Or if you're a dad, because it is peak dad cinema. And that's a wrap on this little review and episode. Black History Month is approaching, and as a person of color that happens to review moving images called films, it is my sole duty to cover something during this month that's been regarded as a classic. What film or films, plural, will that be? Well, you just have to wait and see. That rhymes. Until then, if you want to be in the know from when new episodes are out, make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to said shows, and tell a friend to tell another friend who knows another friend to check out the pod. All support and feedback is appreciated. And if you're listening on YouTube and you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to follow us on social media, we can be found on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I don't know if I'm going to be on much longer. Under the username handle at Pic-a-Flic Pod. That is at PICAFLIC Pod. And if review log can get your thing, you may be familiar with Letterboxd, where you can also find non-audio exclusive reviews that I do under the aforementioned Pic-a-Flic Pod username handle, so be sure to follow me there if you use that platform. Once again, thank you all for tuning into the show. As always, until the next one, this is the Western Wonder, and I'm signing out. Peace.
Bye, have a great time.